and change, but I think I'm gonna need a break for a while after this. Move it, boy.
I think I'm gonna need a break.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm not building nothing. Because I already did 3 times. 3 times. I made 3 videos last month and none of them came out. I didn't upload any of them. One of them I just didn't like the idea anymore and stopped. Another one of them I really messed up the final test. And then I also had a surgery. So it's been an interesting month. Yeah. But all the videos are like recorded and edited. So I guess, you know, not like I planned this prior, on my day off, we can watch some of those videos and give those ideas another chance because actually they're yours. Guys, like my little nook that I made. I moved my desk over here. I took a bunch of stuff out the bookshelf and put like things in it, and this cool light that has these pen holders. This is great. I love this place. I'll sit here and edit all day. I'll come here in the morning when I'm reading my emails. I'll have a coffee. I don't have a coffee now because I already had my coffee and I don't want to get all crazy. Oh, I wasn't holding my mic. So last video I built like web shooters, like real like web shooters, like I could shoot them, you could swing from them, they were really sick. And a lot of you guys, like thousands of you guys left ideas underneath that video. So all these films that we're going over today are my attempt to build your ideas. All of them fell through, I don't know why, but we will be reliving them today. But all that to say, I will be referencing the last video a lot, so if you haven't seen it, maybe go watch it and come back. Or you can just watch this, you really don't have to go back. It's just if you wanna be in the loop, you know, if you wanna be cool. So this first film kind of addresses the biggest concern, which was safety, because swinging from a homemade grappling hook isn't as safe as it sounds, especially if I were to kind of scale it up and swing from even larger things. A lot of you guys wanted me to explore the idea of building some sort of like exoskeleton or long fall equipment that helps me take those impacts if I were to fall from such a height. So this video is about me experimenting with some gadgets that I found to see if I can integrate them into some sort of suit. Alright, you want to do the honors?
Isn't it illegal to open someone else's mail?
If I give you my mail, it's more like a present.
Oh shit, you're right.
You want to guess what that is first?
Well, like you put your arm through it? Or you put your leg through it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You gotta like line it up properly with the back of your knee so that when you bend, it like you don't feel the spring. Looks like... Oh, I got it. Ooh, ooh. One leg squat, right leg. I just took you straight over.
This takes maybe like 40-50 pounds off of it.
Next thing was I bought like shock support insoles. So these actually have like springs in the insoles.
Damn.
Like pen springs.
Damn. Huge difference.
This is gonna save you from jumping out of a 3-story building. All right, let's do this. It's like,
hey, let me move that rock.
It's so much worse up here. Yeah. So just so you know, 6 feet, 8 feet we measured, yeah. And then this top one is like 13. Like 13 feet. All right, 3, 2, 1.
How'd it feel?
Great. Dude, what? I didn't even stand up. The spring stood me up. Wait, hold on, let me do that again. Yeah, and I landed right on my toes there.
You don't even have time to stay there. fucking scary. That's fucking scary,
That
yo.
looks terrifying. He volunteered for this.
Alright, let's go.
Oh my god. You good?
Yep.
Look how high this is.
That's fucking crazy. Holy shit. I'm not doing this one. Bro.
Nah, bro, you're the constant. You gotta, just so I know how much it would hurt if I wasn't protected. What is 2 feet? What is 2 extra feet gonna do?
2 extra feet, break your kneecaps.
All right, I gotta do this because what if I'm saving somebody's life and I'm 8 feet in the air?
You gotta know.
Yeah, it's kind of nice up here, actually.
You should come down sometime.
Yeah. All right, longer I'm up here, the worse it is. I'm just gonna fall and figure it out in the air. Oh, that was a good bad. Ow! Oh my god. Dude, those insoles didn't do jack.
How'd you?
So actually, my knees feel great, but then the pain groaned in from how hard I hit my foot. Oh, that hurt a lot. And I think it's because I landed wrong. Let's do this. I gotta land right. Last time I landed like a bitch and I broke my foot. Jump. Oh! God. Still and now it's simmering down. Good Lord.
Imagine how much worse that shit would have been without the things.
I guess that has sucked. Assuming that the insoles are doing something, that's fine. The knee things are working great. Let's try. I'm just gonna go up there and look. Actually, this should be pretty easy when you think about it. You just plummet to your death.
Holy shit.
Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about it. I think if I roll on this one, the thing is with the roll, it's kind of like an all for nothing kind of thing.
You have to commit to the roll.
Yeah, it either works great or you die.
Literally.
What's that mindset that people get in before they do something?
I have no idea.
Fuck. I have to jump. There's no other option.
Right.
Right? So I'm just gonna jump. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude, my life just Alright, here comes the ice cream truck. I'm gonna jump in from the ice cream truck. It's gonna be super awesome and we're gonna get free ice cream.
Oh yeah.
For you, ice cream man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It just looks higher than it is. I'm actually not that high. And because I'm not that high, I'm just gonna let go now and roll in that patch of dirt right there. Right? Whatever. The longer I'm up here, the worse it's gonna get, so I'm just gonna go now. Just gonna go.
We might be here for a while.
No, we won't. In fact, we're only gonna be here for 1 more second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How do you feel?
Good. Wait. Good.
He's alive.
Yeah, you go up there and you do that, except don't roll. I just want you to kind of belly flop, right? Just to see how much it would hurt if I didn't roll.
What the fuck?
That was a pretty interesting week. That was my friend Sean in the video. Literally that day, we were working on a project and I was like, oh my God, I gotta head out and go jump off stuff. And he was like, oh man, let me come through. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So we were out there jumping off stuff in a public park. It was pretty fun. And then the next day I got appendicitis. Yeah, that was, literally on the project we were working on, we had to do a show, and during the show I had appendicitis and thought it was a stomach ache. So when I got home, we had to go to emergency surgery, and that kind of put a pin in that project. But I don't know. I'd be down to work on it again. I love the idea of being able to just jump off stuff and land and take no damage. And those experiments were actually pretty helpful. I know that I need definitely more padding for my feet, but the knee things actually work really well. I'm also open to any ideas that you guys may have about that, so let me know. Making that little nook over there was actually part of a bigger project to clean my entire room, and when I did, I found this. And now it kind of just lives here, so whenever I feel like it, I can come over here and play the piano. It's been pretty nice. I learned one song. Alright, So this video is actually going to be a little different from the last one. A lot of you guys were wondering what it would be like to have like a little pair of web shooters that I can like throw on and use like day to day rather than these big massive like metal gauntlet that I made. And I thought that'd be really cool. Like what if I had a little thing that I can throw onto my wrist, maybe grab stuff from really far away or stick something to the wall or like tether two things together. I think it'd just be sick to have like a little pair of web shooters I could throw on in the morning like a watch and then just go about my day. So this video is going to be me experimenting with a bunch of different gadgets I developed for grabbing different types of things. Also, this video is going to have, it's not a tutorial, but it's going to have a lot of things that are pretty cool to try out yourself. So feel free to give these a shot and let me know if you make anything cool. Kind of a mid-tier beverage. I mean, I guess it's the mid-tier beverage. I'm gonna be one of those people. I just don't think, like, does it have to taste like nothing? Oh my God, day 7. It's been 7 days since the surgery. I feel, you know, it doesn't hurt. And the surgery actually went really well. It was like super fast. It's just that like, I'm a pretty active guy and I can't do anything. For like 6 weeks, I can't do like anything. I can't run, I can't lift, I can't skateboard, I can't run, I can't skateboard. Getting out of hand. I have a couple ideas that I want to try out, and it's really going to be focusing on the attachment. All right, so the first thing that I was thinking is actually from, oh wow, a long time ago. I thought about doing something called a mag hook. So it's a magnetic grappling hook, which is already going to cover the bases for a lot of stuff that I want to be able to grab onto. The next thing I wanted to try out was potentially some way to sort of whip back whatever I shoot, some sort of rubber band rope. The last thing I wanted to test out was getting some sort of like sticking shot. So I do have something that is a really quick kind of tacky adhesive and something that you may know as flex tape. It's also really, really sticky, like quickly too. Like if I slap this on the wall and like tied a rope to it, it could hold a lot of weight. Like that stuff is really powerful. Okay, yeah, that's it. We'll take a look at creating some sort of magnet grappling hook, doing some sort of elastic kind of whip back motion, which could be cool. And then hopefully getting a sticky adhesive shot that can kind of grab onto everything. Yes, 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 yes. I think we're good to go. All right, cool. So, I mean, I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel here. I should have a lot of stuff kind of just lying around. Oh, this would be a great time for the Q&A. Do something funny. Do something funny.
I can't.
Be funny! Be funny for the people! Be funny! So, like I said, there's a lot of comments that I didn't get the luxury of answering personally. So while I'm crafting away at this, my brother's gonna help me pick a couple comments to kind of answer in the meantime.
Do you know that I know that you know that I know what you did?
What?
I didn't realize this is gonna be so hard.
Fuck it, just read every question.
Question: How do you go about using copyrighted music for your videos?
For all of my music, a lot of my music is video game music because I play a lot of video games. Most of my like casual playlists are video game music, and also they tend to not be copyrighted because the developers want people to stream their game and they can't copyright every person who streams their game. Dude, I don't even know what I'm doing. I didn't realize how hard multitasking this would be.
Isn't there any silk that's strong as steel now? Why not use it?
I think because it's like $1 million for a yard.
Can I purchase some?
No. No. I'm sorry, no. So here's the thing. That project actually was a product. I built that for somebody. And it was just because that was something we had coordinated a long time ago. So that was the only exception. I'm gonna be honest, it was a lot of work and meeting deadlines is really hard and I didn't like doing it. But you know, maybe in the future once I'm able to do videos more consistently and school and stuff is done, then maybe. Dude, I'm not making any progress. I hope you know, while you've been reading these, I've cut 2 hooks and bent them.
This is exactly what I want to do. Do you actually have an engineering degree? If so, then what is it?
I do not. Well, I'm working towards a mechanical engineering degree, so I'll have one soon, but I'm gonna be honest, not a lot of what I build is because of my degree. Like, yeah, it's cool to be in college and learning stuff about engineering, but it can get pretty, like, specific. These, like, more general building skills I kind of just picked up from messing around with paper clips and stuff. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. Your services are complete.
Yeah.
Well, get out of here! Get out of here! And take the build box with you. You have to still finish that. Back to this. You know, trying to do these videos every month means I really only get to spend about 2 weeks actually engineering a given project, which doesn't really leave a whole lot of time for reflection and innovation, but that's kind of why I wanted to do these projects. You guys actually have some pretty good ideas, and I'd hate for them to all just die in the comments section because I can't get to them. So if you're ready to turn those brilliant ideas into something of your very own, consider the following message. If you're making something, PCBWay literally has every service you'll ever need along the way, from getting design help to getting parts machined to getting electronics assembled. And once you send them your project files, PCBWay can have your prototype manufactured in just 24 hours before shipping it to you, which is great for people like us who may just want to try out a quick idea. Right now, PCBWay is celebrating their 11-year anniversary by reducing production waste and integrating some eco-friendly materials to help support the environment. They're also running huge discounts. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. If you pull up with like 30 bucks right now, you can use some of their best services. So if any of that piqued your interest, now would be the time to head over and take a look. Thank you, PCBWay, for sponsoring this video. Oh, jeez. Well, I must say, I am quite proud of how everything came out. Sorry if I look all sweaty. It's really hot in here. I had to close the window because it's loud outside, but it's summer now, and I'm forgetting that. So the first thing we got here is the mag hook, which was just a couple hooks with a magnet on it. Next thing was just the elastic cord that I'm going to be using on a couple tests, just to see what it would be like when I fire a line that can rebound back at me. And then finally, damn. This is the sticky shot using the flex tape as the, I guess the main adhesive this time. And my God, it is powerful. Very interested to see how that performs. Speaking of performs, don't you just hate it when you drop your 35-pound extension spring? Boy, do I. But do not fear, for I have a solution. This is gonna be a test of the magnet, and I'm just throwing it because I could figure out the shooting later. Okay, oh, okay, so the hook's locked on. Oh, got it. Oh, wow. And now I just gotta yank this. Oh, I got it. That's sick. Oh, dude, and it just like, it is on there. This thing is, there's no way this thing is coming off. Wow, oh, that's so sick. Man, I'm just thinking right now, I'm in the subway, I don't have something to hold on to, and then I can lock on, I can be like, yeah, it's just my handhold that I shot into the ceiling, and then I get shot 37 times in the chest. Okay, did I get it? I got it. Oh, dude, first try, that's sick. I wonder if I can grab you guys. Stay still. Oh, wait. Oh, come here. Oh, my license plate. And check this out. Magnet hook doesn't work. It's an aluminum license plate. Don't you just hate when you drop your aluminum license plate? Well, no fear. Now it's time to see this sticky shot. All right, I don't want to miss too many times or it's gonna get really dirty. So let's try and nail this. First try, first try, first try. Oh, no. Oh, it's stuck to the bottom of the desk. Come on. Oh. No way! Dude, that's so cool. That is so cool. It is really just, it hit it like for like a second, so it's not like it sits and then has to like adhere to it. It just instantly grabs it. Oh, dude, there is some real potential with that. Bam. Oh, that's crazy. Dude, if I can get that like working better than it already is, I could totally just like, wow, I need a second. Ow, fuck. Oh my God. Bang my hip on the wall. All right, last thing I want to try is some rebound shots. So using that stretchy rope to, and then have it whip back at me. We're just gonna do this with the mag hook because the magnet grabs things the most reliably. Man, just to start, that already feels really cool. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Ow! No, I don't want to throw it. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh my god! Whoa, that was sick! I wonder if I can catch it though. Ooh, caught that one. Oh, dude, that's really hard. But that's so cool because it whips right back at you just like his webs. I mean, maybe if I play with the tensions a little bit or get something that's a little bit more consistent, then maybe that's actually something we can use. But for now, I think it's just a matter of practice. So before we get all acclimated to this piece of garbage, I think we make something a little more refined. I know this one wasn't as exciting as the last one, but I'm like more excited about this. I think like that, especially that sticky shot, like, dude, I could like, that's like a super like great like thing. I don't know. I feel like I could totally like turn that into something that like really resembles a web. And if it was even stronger, we could even start talking about it maybe holding my weight, or we use multiple of them. I think that this project probably has the most potential out of all the ones we're gonna see today. Well, I guess that's the problem. So that video was supposed to be the full development of that idea. I then was gonna make a few more designs to kind of make an actual web shooter that I could use to shoot around, maybe even test them in public. But I don't know. That was the video that I kind of just stopped doing. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling the idea anymore. It almost felt like something that I should have just did for like myself and not made a video about it, if that makes sense. Saying it out loud, it's probably something I should have just went through with. Hopefully I don't scrap videos for that reason in the future, but we got one more video to watch. I've actually only just recently started coming out here. It just had this stigma, you know? It's like, you can't go out here. You can only go out here if the whole building's about to explode. But the building doesn't explode very often. This is a nice place to be. Anyways, this video is gonna be interesting because it's almost like the video you're watching right now. The plan was to use your ideas to get redemption. After doing the web shooter training, there was this really big swing that I wanted to do where I was gonna like jump off this shipping container and swing like 8 feet around a fence, and I just couldn't do it because I knew there was like a 50-50 chance it was gonna work and the stakes were just too high. But I figured with the thousands of comments that I got, there'd be no better time to give it another shot than now. So we're gonna see what you guys came up with to save my life. In with all my stuff on to make it look like I'm just entering my room from the outside, but I've actually been home for like an hour while my mics were charging. Just to be transparent, I lose money on every video that I make. I try my best to like keep it below 250 so that I can kind of keep making them every month, and then I lose 300 like every single time. All that to say, last video, I did not only not lose money, I made money, like a pretty significant amount. That's actually kind of funding this video. And this whole thing is starting to become like a job. Like I guess I should have expected that, right? But like, thank you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And I just wanted to say that because I'm sure we have a lot of new people here. So welcome, my name is Ben. This is my channel where I kind of like have ideas on how to make stuff and then I like try to make it. And hopefully you guys have a good time watching me try to bring my ideas to reality. Oh, do you like the pickaxe thing? We did the pickaxe, do the pickaxe thing. But speaking of the last video, I was not joking when I said you guys gave me like thousands of ideas. I'm pretty sure I've read up until like last night every single comment you guys have mentioned. So if I didn't personally respond to you, just know that there's a good chance that I read it. And I got a pretty good idea on what you guys want me to do going forwards and all like the different like techniques and stuff, but just to kind of sum it all up, there were really 3 main issues. The first thing was power. Even though we kind of solved it in the video, it was like a spring device that was very kind of finicky and didn't always work. The next thing was latching. So latching was kind of a problem, like a really big problem for most of the project until we kind of finally fixed it at the end. But even then, when I was going for the big swing and doing those shots, I was having it pop off, and it's just not something that I'm comfortable jumping and whipping out to swing from. it's not there yet. And then the final thing, which is kind of the whole project, was swinging. The human body is just, biomechanically, swinging from one arm is a nightmare. So then obviously it's like, oh, just use a harness, just like hook it onto your belt and then you can swing around. But like, I don't know. I don't want to look like a stupid little rope baby in a stupid little rope baby seat. I want to look cool. I want to swing from my arm. You know what I mean? And luckily, you guys actually had a couple ideas on how to make it cool. I don't know how you guys even knew to bring that up, but you did. Hopefully that works as well. Because we're just gonna try this. That swing is so like massive and like just big that we can't really test. Once we're ready to go, we just have to do it. You know what I mean? So this is why it's kind of important that you guys' ideas work. But just to make sure that they're not absolutely garbage, today we're gonna do some experiments. So hopefully by the end of the day, we've found a solid solution to power, latching, and swinging. And some lunch, dude. Oh my God. I had a good breakfast too. I don't know why I'm so hungry. Oh, no way. I guess I should explain myself pretty quickly. So one of the most popular recommendations by far was to try something that used CO2, like the compressed gas. Actually, I have these compressed gas canisters. They store like 800 PSI worth of pressure in this thing. And conveniently, I had a lot of CO2 parts left from old projects and stuff. Just enough to put together a little launcher to see if this is actually something that can reasonably launch our projectile. So I have a bunch of different things with a bunch of different weights that we're gonna try out. And we're gonna be shooting that. I was gonna make a bullseye, but then I thought it'd be funnier to draw a stupid coughing dog. Dude, it's like a COD reload. This is awesome. You kind of load it like a musket, if that makes sense. All right, the first thing I wanted to try and launch was this old grappling hook that we had. It should be a good test of whether or not it's, you know, able to fire a grappling hook. Perish K9. Oh my God. That thing hit that hard as fuck. All right, I did want to try and shoot something else. 3 pencils can fit in the barrel, so like, it'd be rude of me not to. 3, 2, 1. Wow, maybe it's just louder than it is powerful, because none of these broke. It didn't even dent the box. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even plan to do this as a test, but this is just like my masculine urge to destroy this dog. If this dog doesn't die here, then he gets to live in the room forever. 3, 2, 1. What just happened? Oh, it missed. This thing is so loud and violent that you think it just like went through 3 walls, but it just, I guess you get to live. Anyway, on to the next thing, which is pretty cool actually, if I do say so myself. It was actually pretty mid. Well, so it's the next day, because I did the test for this thing and my mic was off and I crashed out and stopped recording for the day. But I did do a little test yesterday. It's 4 steel grappling hooks attached to like a net of Kevlar. And honestly, I've been tossing this thing around the room. It pretty consistently grabs stuff, which is like really cool for how small and just, it's one piece of metal. It's just one piece of metal I bent into this shape. And now I have 4 of them. So I'll throw it 10 times and we'll see what my odds are. So this is actually pretty good because now I can kind of set up a better test than I had going on yesterday. So yesterday I was kind of just throwing it onto this bar thing, but it's really not a good metric of what we're actually swinging from. But something that is a good metric of that is my hat box, my hat cage for all my hats. It looks just like the net that we're going to be swinging from. So I'm going to put this here and let's see how many times we can grab it. Oh, nailed it. Got it again. Is this gonna be 100%? I think this is gonna be 100%. I really don't even have to be all that accurate. Yeah, just lug it on there. Oh, missed over the top. Still got it. Got it. Oh, that was 100%. Oh, that's sick.
That's so cool.
Wow, I gotta put all my hats back in the box. Oh, you know what though? I guess we do also gotta figure out if it can hold my weight. But that kind of leans into the swinging problem, so I think we'll have to reassemble an old friend. So, everything in the test so far have been pretty successful. But if one thing isn't gonna work, it's gonna be this. My idea, or rather your idea, was to have bungee cords that attach from my arm down to the harness, so that it wouldn't be all of my weight sitting on the harness. I'd have the bungee cords that kind of give me almost like a super arm strength, but also it's maneuverable since it can stretch. So I'm gonna try that. But the thing is with the bungee cords, they don't sell them by like weight rating, and I'm just not too excited about this one. It wouldn't be doing much if I just hung it from the ring on the harness. I actually need to do another thing, and this thing is called a chest harness. All right, so now it's attached from that to the chest. That actually doesn't feel too bad. And now these just need to go up to my wrist. I guess this would also be a good time to test if these can hold my weight. Theoretically, if one of these can hold my weight, then all of them together will definitely be able to hold my weight. I knew this thing would come in handy someday. Yeah, I used to fence. Dude, I should wear this more often. I feel invincible right now. So much dust in there. Alright, this is all just going in my pocket. So the only thing holding my weight right now is this. So far, so good. Oh god, dude, this sucks. I know I would only fall like 6 inches, but it's still scary because you don't know when it's gonna happen. Oh my god, I can't do it. I'm trying to think what's the worst thing that could happen. This breaks off, it whips around and gets embedded in my arm. Which isn't too bad, I guess. Alright, let's go. What's happening? I don't know what's happening. What's happening? Is it working? Ah! Oh my god! It's working! Right? Look, my feet are off the ground. Ah! Can I do a one-arm pull-up now? Because I have all this bungee strength? Oh! Wait, that's crazy. I moved a little bit. I think that's everything. I need to gather my thoughts a little bit, and then I'll let you know what we're gonna do moving forward. Okay. Obviously, I didn't tell you what I was gonna do moving forward. I guess this is moving forward, and I'm telling you what happened now. That test did not, like, we did it. We went back to the shipping container to do the test. Like, every single thing that we did there didn't work in like a different way. The CO2 cartridges weren't pressurizing or whatever. The net was not grabbing. And the harness was like, it really restricted my movement. Like, I wasn't able to get far away enough to jump into the swing. And it turned out that the rope was too long. And when I finally, like, mustered up the courage to jump off the thing, I just landed right in front of it. Like, I didn't swing at all. And my phone died. I literally didn't unpack my bag from filming until today. Until today when I had to record this, which is like 2 weeks later, is when I finally took the stuff out of that bag because I didn't even want to look at it. It was crazy. I guess that's kind of what I get though. I was hardly exaggerating that. Right after I got home from that project, I went straight to thinking about the next video idea and just got straight to working on it. So I just heard something that was great. This guy said, sometimes the best ideas don't come from when you're working, they come from when you're living. I really like making videos for you guys, and I want to be able to do it consistently, but that's not going to happen if I'm always working on videos. So I think I'm going to take his advice a little bit. Trying to think of a plug. I don't even want to do it. I hope you guys had a good time. Thanks for sticking around.